The story from the project. Innocent black man. Let me be clear. Damn, man. The story from the project. Innocent black man.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Small Account Challenge. Today is day number 150. I can't believe it, y'all. We've been together for 150 days growing this account, and we still gonna keep going. As most of y'all know, yesterday, whatever music the market was playing, I couldn't keep up, so we took a loss. Today, I came with my dancing shoes, and I was able to shake, right on the roll. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how we pulled off a nice win. And today, midday market recap. People who have subscribed to this channel have asked me, do I give training for these small account stuff? And I'm going to be starting that. First, I need to see if there's real interest in it. So in the comment section below, put the word interested, and then I know if people are really interested, because I know there are traders who don't have a lot of money and they would like to learn how to grow their small amount of money into a large amount of money and then take it on their own. All right, y'all, let's go over the trades from this morning. Today we had to step outside of the wheelhouse for a little bit because, like I said, sometimes some of the other stocks I watch, they start gapping and moving, so I gotta take advantage. Let's pull the charts up. Only got into 4 trades, but we didn't lose on none, so let's talk about it. Let's pull the charts up. Our first trade was at 934 to the upside, which was on Meta. And you know I don't always trade Meta, but Meta is another one that I will trade if I like the way it's looking. All right, cool. Let's go back. Pull this up here. All right, cool. Here we go. The candle that starts the market. Wait, let me pull up Meta real quick. I got the wrong chart up here. Let's pull up Meta. All right, cool. Here we go. The candle that starts the market at 9:30 is a green candle. When I begin to notice this, it was on the second candle, the one that opens up 30, closes at 35. I see Meta has a crazy squeeze up. I didn't have no levels on it, but I know the energy. When you, like I told you before, when Meta has a lot of energy, that bad boy can move. I noticed the energy. It ran up on this pullback in this candle. I jumped in right before close at 9:34, and I held this bad boy to the candle close up until 9:35 and 45 seconds for a nice win, because the next candle started squeezing as well, and we was able to pull out our first win of the day. You know I like it when my first win is green. Why? Because now I'm kind of sitting in the driver's seat, and it's up to me to decide if I want to give the market back the money it's giving me, the house money, or walk away. Of course, you know we want to get more gains, so we keep at it. All right, cool. The very next trade was on Meta again to the downside at 9:45. All right, cool. After we got out that candle that ran up and closed at 9:40, because this candle, this is another strategy. I don't promote this heavy because it requires understanding energy and the way the candles move. But this one, if you learn how to read candles pretty well, this is another good strategy to make some gains. But it depends on high energy, volatility, and resolution. Here we go. Because this candle ran up, the 9:35 candle ran up so much, and we jumped in on that 9:40 candle, but it's not nearly as big as the previous one. Let me know that the energy was slowing down and it might start to reverse. So that's what I'm playing now. On the very next candle, the one that opens up 40, closes at 45, we get a red candle going back down. Like I was saying, now it wants to reverse. It makes a higher day and starts to reverse. But I need resolution because of that 9:30, 9:35 candle, it could pull back, and the people who missed it are jumping in to push it back up. But it stalls in the candle of the 9:45 candle. As that candle closed, I noticed it looked like the buyers wasn't stepping back in. I jump in 9:45, 43 seconds, and we get downward pressure on Meta, and I love it. And I hold this bad boy all the way to 9:48 and 43 seconds, and we get out with our second green trade of the day. I'm like, now we are pretty much sitting pretty. Now let's jump back over into the main wheelhouse, the main bad boy, because I can't keep trading Meta because Meta it can really blow your account up. And I didn't really have no good levels on there, so I said, you know what? Now that the energies it's kind of slowing down, let me go back to the wheelhouse where I got some serious levels at and make the rest of the games. Anyway, we jump back over into SPY, our main bad boy, and this trade was at 10.30 to the downside. Cool, let's pull it up. All right, cool. 10.30 to the downside. Let's open this chart up a little bit so we can see a little bit clearer. All right, cool. 10.30. All right, okay, cool. Now, when I came back over to SPY, I set a couple of key levels. I set the first two levels that I normally set right after that 9.35 candle. We got an upper wick. I set a level up there. I didn't get and I did have a lower wick, and I set a level down there. But by the time I'm looking at it, it already had broken that level. So I'm watching it for another level. It makes another level on the 10 o'clock candle. So I set another level, and I say to myself, it is under this level. If we can get it, we'll take some trades under there. Boom. And then we got the level of the 200, which you can see there. So now we got two levels, the one I just made and the 200. Those going to be the levels we watching. So at 10.30, all right, cool. The 10.20, the candle that opens up 20, closes at 25, is a green candle after a lot of downward pressure right here. Previous candles. All right, cool. On this green candle, I'm asking myself, I'm watching. All right, cool. We just broke the level. Now, is it going to reverse back or continue squeezing? Because after all that downward pressure, buyers might start to come in and push it back up. And that's exactly what we did on the 25 candle. But now that lower level that I set starts acting like resistance. So it closes, but don't break it. The very next candle, that's the one I jump in because I noticed it was acting like a level of resistance. I jumped in 10:30, 56 seconds, and I ride this bad boy down. The candle closes. I'm still holding. We looking good, and we sell on the next candle, the one that opens up 30, closes at 35. We sell at 10:37 on that downward pressure, that lower wick right there. We sold on that one, and that became our third green trade of the day. I said we sitting pretty. Can we cross the $50 mark on the day? I'm asking myself. I think we could. Let's play our cards right. All right, cool. And on the very last trade, this was at 10.57 to the downside. All right, cool. The candle that opens up 45, closes at 50, is sitting on the 200, but it's a red candle kind of sitting under it. It broke through, so now the 200 is acting like a level of resistance. I'm watching it. The very next candle opens up 50, closes at 55. We get a lot of downward pressure. It can't break through the 200, and it closes way down here. The very next candle, this is the one I'm watching. Because it closed under 200, I like it. I jump in. The very next candle opens up 55, closes at 11 o'clock. I jump in at 10.57 to the downside. I went into the downside. I'm like, all right, cool. It starts squeezing down, but it loses energy. I'm like, oh, man. I'm holding all the way to the candle close. Didn't get much gains. I'm sitting on it. The very next candle opens up 11, closes at 11:05. We get heavy buying pressure. But I decided to add, to help myself out as the candle closed because it broke through the 200. So now I'm sitting in the red. I add up here, right when it closed at 11:05 to bring down my cost basis. The very next candle opens up 11:05, closes at 11:10. We start squeezing down. I add again at 11:08 or 48 seconds. So now I got a good cost basis. We break through the 200. I'm loving it. On the very next candle opens up 11:10, closes at 11:15, and we still squeezing down. And I sell with the 3 contracts at 11:11 to 45 seconds, and that was the one that put us over the date. You can see it there, y'all. We was able to have a good day today, y'all. Like, y'all know my strategy. No need for the home runs. Just get base hits because like Chris Sane says, base hits still get you into the Hall of Fame. This is my entire strategy. I love growing a small account. because when I tried to grow big accounts, for some strange reason, I get wide-eyed and I blow my accounts up. But I noticed that I'm pretty profitable with a small account, so that's what I normally do. Anyway, the training is almost done. For those who have been looking for it, the training is almost done. Like I said, all the videos are pretty much done. I just gotta edit them out, put a few little knickknacks and paddywhack things up in there, and it's coming out to you guys. So hold your head, it's on its way. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for you today. Day 150. We'll be back for this for day 151. All right, y'all. Peace.